What up, y'all? This your Super Bowl champion, Black Wolf 19, back at it with another video for you guys. Eagle fans, last night's game versus the Seahawks. What the hell is going on with this Philadelphia Eagles team? In that game, it was just disaster. In that game, we were this close. We had them beat. But however, Jalen Hurts, he's not making good decisions with the ball, right? He had a few rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. Now, on a 1st and 10, why the fuck Jalen Hurts throwing a Hail Mary all the way to Quez Watkins, right? And it ends up getting picked off. But however, Seahawks defender holding on Quez Watkins. Now, that could have been a pass interference penalty, right? But they didn't call it. Most definitely, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith had a few reception yards, right? But still, we hadn't scored a single touchdown for like the past 2 games now, right? Eagle fans, we are improving on running the ball. That's one thing we're good at. Giving the ball to DeAndre Swift a whole lot more, right? And a little bit to Kenneth Gainwell. Now, let's transition to the other side. On the defense, D-line is doing all they can to get to Drew Lock, right? And we did. But the linebackers, they have problems stopping the run. Too many missed tackles, right? Most definitely, the secondary cornerbacks and safeties, they do not have the speed. They do not have the speed to keep up with the opposing receivers, right? Just end up getting burned, humiliated by the Seattle Seahawks offense, right? DK Metcalf, right? Damn. Jalen Hurts, man. What's going on with you, man? Like, for real. But however, Nick Sirianni, man, he got to take responsibility, man. Same thing with Brian Johnson, because they're not calling out the right plays, right? Shit. Guys, we were 10-1, right? Battling for the number 1 seed. But I don't know why we end up at number 5. You know? I'm speechless. We're playing really, really good. But now, we're no longer in contention for the number 1 seed. So now, back to playing in the wild card playoff, right? Man, we had this game won, y'all. You know, Hassan Reddick didn't get a quarterback sack. No. You know, D-line's doing all they can, right? We only got 1 sack. But we are not creating turnovers. We just not. It's like, I don't get it. Most definitely, penalties hurting us. These referees, man. Now, however, in the 4th quarter, right? With I think 2.5 or half minute of the game, right? Why are these referees, right, stopping the clock? Now, I know this Eagles on the defense, right? Seahawks on offense. Why are the referees stopping the clock every few minutes after every play when an offensive player has the ball? You can't do that, right? If the player runs out of bounds, you stop the clock. You do. Now, when an offensive player gets tackled and bounced, the clock keeps going. But why are you stopping it? Like, you see, I was right about this. Way back versus the Cowboys game, back in November. They stopping the clock after every few seconds. This shit happened to us once, but twice. You can't fucking do that. The only time you stop the clock, unless a team calls timeout, right? Most definitely substitute a player gets injured, or coach's challenge, or referee calls under review. Not when the player of an offensive player gets tackled and bounced. Therefore, that's cheating. That's just straight out cheating. You can't fucking do that. And that ain't right. And even though these referees, they know that ain't right. However, we had this game. We had it won. But you know what? Roger Goodell, he needs to do an investigation on that game, right? He needs to look at that game real good, right? You know what them referees did. Stopping the clock every few seconds, right? When an offensive player gets tackled inbounds. That's fucked up. It really is. You know what? In the off season, they need to change that fucking rule. Because that's just straight out wrong, y'all. It really is. Agree with me or disagree with me, but that's bullshit, man. Straight out wrong. But you know what? It's like, you know what? Whatever. But however, Eagle fans, a loss, a loss. Hey, I'm still going to be an Eagle fan no matter what, right? But this game, just BS. It's too many mistakes these Eagles team is making, right? Eagle fans, next offseason, they got to be some changes big time. They really, really do got to be some changes next offseason. I'm just tired of this. I really am. I know we all are, y'all. Same shit. Like always. I mean, we were doing way good. But now, from being at number 1 seed, now we at number 5 in the worst position. But however, let's get ready for the next game. Got the New York Giants, right? Christmas Day. Let's not trip. We still in the playoffs, But I mean, like, I'm speechless, y'all. Just speechless. That's all I got to say, Eagle fans. All right, y'all. I'm going to wrap this video up. I want you guys to like my video, comment, subscribe. Your boy Black Wolf 19 is out.